Hey everybody, and welcome to According to Allie. And I am your host, Allie. And today we are going to jump straight into the tea. Unfortunately, your girl Allie could not make it last night. She was under the weather. Okay. Whole lot of going on. Okay. I think they tried to take your girl Allie out of the game. Because it was a whole conspiracy. But no worries. Hey everybody, and no welcome to According to Allie, and I am your host. I'm sorry, I got some feedback in the backdrop. I guess it's playing back a little delayed. Well, let's go ahead and jump straight into our reaction. Okay, straight into it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, West Indian Collection. Make sure y'all don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this video because your girl got some great things coming your way, like always. Just gotta get that good content for y'all to give it to y'all. So I just want to give you guys a life update about my situation. The last time you guys knew that I wanted to move out of my house that I had, so I just kind of want to give you guys an update on that, my pregnancy, and what I'm doing or trying to do moving forward. So if you guys are interested in this life update and you're just, interested in my journey, then keep on watching. Okay, so
this is the intro where she is talking about moving out of her apartment. She is visibly at this point pregnant, and I can see that this is baby Momo.
I moved out of that house by April 30th. And I don't know if I should mention the company anymore, but I could say I am Bliss because they made a deal with me. Because my concerns were whether or not I had to break the lease. Because to break the lease would have been like $3,000 something. And then my other concern was getting evicted. And I always commuted.
Now wait one hot damn minute, honey. Why would you be being evicted? You're not this type of person. You have always been the type of person to pay your bills.
With them, communicated with them, and I had said, like they know my situation, like I'm pregnant, and
Here we go again. Pregnancy is not a disability. It does not make you no longer responsible for your financial obligations. It is not an excuse.
Like I told them like I haven't ever been evicted before, so I'm not trying to, just communicate.
There goes that line again, guys. I've never been evicted before. Not that type of person.
With them, and they said we have two options for you. They said you can either move out by 4:30, and if everything looks good, no damages, we will not evict you. Or obviously, if I wasn't to move out, then they'll proceed with trying to evict me.
So this has me completely confused. Okay, because the West Indie that we watch right now said she didn't know what to say to the rent office. What should she do? What did she go in there and say? Apparently, you've had this conversation before, West Indie mommy. You've had this conversation before. This is not the first time, right? Because you've talked to this landlord about the same thing. You can't pay the rent.
That's just how she put it. So I was just like so happy because in that statement and in my email it said you can voluntarily move out by the end of April 30th, and then when I give me an eviction, okay, this is in their words, and then when I give me an eviction,
she is so happy and so excited that these people let her go without an eviction. And if you remember in her live, she was speaking about the same exact thing. Okay. And then when we go further, you'll see that in this video, she's also looking to live with people.
If I leave no damages to the property. So I was like very excited about that because I was thinking like the way they put it, so that doesn't like, so that means like I don't have to like owe them any money, like I don't have to owe them no break lease fee, nothing. But she didn't say that, so I'm like, okay. And I'm literally reading it, like I'm like literally telling you guys like exactly how like they put it in the email. And so y'all know I moved there. It was like, I believe sometime in November of last year.
Now, y'all, I want y'all to pay attention because this tells us a lot about her stability. I want y'all to listen to how long she lived in this place before she could not afford the bills.
So I only been there like, let's see, November, January, February, March, April. So like about 5 to 6 months I've been there. The first month, which was December, I actually didn't have to owe no rent. They waived it.
Y'all heard her. She was there for 5 months. And one of the months, the rent was free. So you couldn't pay the rent consistently for 4 fucking months.
Because
y'all, this is real boss bitch shit.
Signed my lease prior to October 31st, and they were doing this thing like, if you find a home, then we'll waive $1,000. It was something like that off your first month's rent. So I didn't have to pay my rent for December. So that was a blessing at that time. But can y'all believe it's your girl been living in a crib, having paid shit? I haven't paid nothing.
She is so proud. She hasn't paid nothing, guys. She has not paid nothing. Your girl.
Yeah, because honestly, I went through a financial hardship, and I haven't.
But remember, she frequently says she's never been through anything like this. Have you?
Ever been through that before in my life, and I just feel like everything hit me at once. Me trying to get my son back in my custody, me trying to buy a house, which was a rent to own, on top of me just finding out I'm pregnant, on top of me quitting my job because it was toxic, because of me dealing with the store manager and the manager who's supposed to be my friend.
And for anybody who does not know, who is new, she was dealing with the store manager in a sexual relationship where they were having a relationship, and he is said to be, according to Marissa, West Indian Mommy, West Indian Collection, the father of her unborn child that she is carrying in this video. She's having a financial hardship, and she's pregnant, and she couldn't work because of the toxicity.
And so I was just dealing with a lot. I went into a little bit of like depression because it was just something I wasn't used to, and all that stuff was just, you know, playing a role. Like, and I really, like, I don't know if I should say worked hard. I don't know how to put it as far as really trying to get the house. Like, I wanted to do some of my financial stuff to where it kind of put me back a little bit, and just trying.
Now here we have it again. Some unknown, undetailed event set her back. And now as we watch her current day, we see that she likes to take trips and vacations. I guess this unspoken financial hardship was her pregnancy, which left her unable to work, but she did feel comfortable enough, and she wasn't too sick to take this trip to the Bahamas.
Trying to get the house. So I just, not only did all this stuff start happening to me, I started feeling like I was kind of like going in a deep hole, you know. So I was just going through a lot, you know. Like, I'm a hustler, and you know, I always been getting money and stuff, but around that time of being pregnant, things had just started to like slow down for me as well, and then on top of me being pregnant, so it just really put me in like a deep, like, I feel like hole. And it got to the point I didn't want to be really bothered with nobody. I didn't really want to talk to my family or anything. Because like I barely talk to, but it's like just in general, I just didn't want to deal with like really nobody. I was just going through so much, you know. So
here you have it. Marissa says that she does not have support and she's going to need support, and she doesn't really have her family. But so were they reaching out to her, and it's her that is withdrawing because of her financial hardships or poor financial decisions that she probably does not want to hear them talk about, because her mom openly told her you cannot afford another child. And Cortinachos, mortgages are like 30 years, 15 to 30 years. Baby girl didn't do 5 months. 1 month was free. She only lasted 4 months. And I don't know how far behind she was in those 4 months.
that is pretty much what had happened. So can y'all believe it? Like your girl, like who? Like who does she think she is? But yeah, I did, and thank God that they're.
What exactly did she do? I mean, what was the accomplishment? Because I don't see her doing a damn thing. I don't see what she did. What did she do? She is giggling and getty. But what the fuck did she do?
They're not going to evict me. Like I'm so happy. So yeah, so that's finalized, and I literally made sure the house was empty. Like I really tried my best. I had movers help me, thank God. But everything else I did, like the cleaning part and stuff. And you know, there was like something like on like the wood part that was like up off like against the floor. My son said something like how he tripped, and then like I had like TV mounted. But to me those are not really like big or really like damages, you know. Like damages I feel like will be like me causing like big holes in the wall, or like, you know, like something.
Ma'am, those were damages because you, first of all, you didn't even pay the rent. You only lived there for 4 months, and your son damaged something that you don't perceive as damage. And Malika, you are right. She has to be one of the most unlucky persons for the second time facing eviction while she's pregnant. It's it's crazy to me, because how much of this is just your bad decisions? I mean, you blame everyone else for what is happening to you. You know, Will said he would marry you. And that's a whole nother reaction, okay? Because he's saying he's surviving wick. And Mr. Word Salad, who likes to play a lot of wordplay, it's really annoying. I mean, is he now like some type of philanthropist or something? Motivational speaker? He said wick is wickedness, but is wick West Indie Collection shortened? I mean, is it an acronym? These people are working the system together.
Like maybe carpet like stains or something crazy like that, and I haven't done nothing like that. Like I barely even couldn't even decorate or nothing really much to that house because I wasn't even there that long. I just basically had like my furniture there, and I know I did hook my son's room up, and then I had things for my room, and then I had like some pictures and stuff hung up. So yeah. And so basically the house was empty. Like I cleared the cabinets, like literally everything was empty. And I did have someone come and mow the lawn. It was like the weekend prior, which I wish I let him do it last minute. But here's the thing, y'all. So the yard guy who I had paid one time to cut on my phone and stuff, and I'm like, this is like, it was on a day, it was my son's birthday. My son's birthday was May 1st. And I told him like my son comes first. So basically, and I had to let him know that. So one day, I don't know if I hit him up or what. Oh yeah, so I'm thinking he thinking like I'm playing, like I'm bullshitting around, about getting my grass cut. So I think he blocked me because I kept pretty much it, and I was also thinking like, I'm not gonna stress, like no one can help me take down my blinds.
She is not going to stress. No one could help her take down her blinds. Now, we saw the blinds in the current apartment. We don't need to even elaborate any further. Those blinds are giving, she says she's not in the income-based restricted community. She said her rent is about $1,500 a month, give or take, or more. Baby, those blinds are giving PBA, Project Section 8 housing. I'm not talking about just a Section 8. I'm talking about the gutters of New York. Those blinds have seen better days at the time of move in. So if you left your old blinds, how the fuck did they look? Those blinds look like they wrestled cats and lost.
In my TV mount, then I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna let the owners or the Divvy Home people know, like, I'm just gonna let them know that, hey, look, anybody who happens to move to this house, they're more than welcome to have these blinds, have the TV on the mount. If anything, I'm looking at it as an investment.
They can have the blinds, y'all.
But the dude, so he eventually tried to hit me up, I think a day later, and I'm like, but tell me why I ain't going to the house. And I'm like, the grass was cut. And I'm like, I wonder who would have cut this grass. So I'm thinking like, did he cut the grass? But my thing is, at the end of the day, it's really not my fault because I feel like, well, who told him to cut? So, but he did end up, I guess, cutting my grass. And that's the thing, he didn't even text me, let me know. Didn't nobody tell him he had to do it, all he could do was just communicate with me. That's it. But I am glad that he did that though. I'm glad I'm out of there. So moving forward, one of my goals is to get a place at least before the end of May. That's my goal. And y'all know I had a lot going on.
Yo, how does she move out and foresee herself getting a place in the next 3 months if she could not pay the rent, which is why she left the last place? Mental health is real. How does this make sense? You have no money apparently saved up that if you fell in a hardship, like having the baby early or having the baby at the time that it's due, that you would be able to cover your own bills without help.
Because now on top of me trying to move for my son's birthday, I'm pregnant. I still haven't been started anything yet with my son. So soon, to all the mothers out there, whoever, I have questions about the gift registry stuff. I don't know if I'm even gonna do that. Haven't ever done it before. I don't want to think as far as a baby shower because I'm in Atlanta. I don't really have no family here, nothing like that. So I'm still working on that. I'll keep you guys updated. But my goal is to find a place before the end of May. So so far, I don't know. It's not really going of what I thought it would go. But at the same time, I probably need to just be patient or whatever. But at the same time, I don't want to stress myself out. I'm gonna I'm still gonna enjoy life. I'm not gonna be sad, crying, stressed out. I'm just gonna continue to live my life, be happy, and it is what it is. I'm sure God, whatever He wants for me will happen. So therefore, I'm not even gonna stress.
And this is where I can give a lot of credit to her. I don't know how she is not stressing if she is a single mother. You just got your son back and you lost your place and you're going to go out and be happy. You have a baby on the way and you are essentially you're homeless. Later on in other reactions, you will see that she had this baby homeless. And she said she wasn't going to worry about it.
So my son, he gets out of school the 24th, so I gotta put him in childcare. But they said the summer camp don't start till May 31st, so soon he'll be starting that. I know my baby. He's getting out of school. I get out of school so early down here in Georgia. So yeah, so he's gonna be soon starting summer camp. And yeah, so my goal, like I said, I'm not tweaking to like get a house right now. If there is any houses for rent, if you guys know anybody in Atlanta, I believe Atlanta, but Atlanta, if y'all know anybody in Atlanta that has any houses for rent, 2 or 3 bedrooms, please let me know. If not,
so then my question is, how are you going to pay the rent if you just got evicted, Marissa? Whether they filed the eviction or forcible detainer or not, they asked you to surrender the premises so they don't have to go through the process and wait. But you just got evicted and now you're telling that you're going to go get a new place?
I'm not worried about it. I am willing to move into an apartment, you know. One day I'm gonna get my dream house, okay? One day I'm gonna get my dream house, so I'm not really so pressed about, oh, I gotta own a house right now. Trust me, that has been a dream of mine, as you guys can see from the previous house. I just feel like I just may need like a little bit of help, you know, just to kind of help me get back on my feet, back into the grind, especially once I drop this baby. So I feel like if I get like some help, like as far as like, you know, when it comes to my rent and stuff, like I should be Gucci.
What the fuck is funny? And why do you feel like the internet is a place where you can panhandle and beg for help? And why is this baby Momo and you are doing the same thing right now with a new baby? You just need a little bit of help as far as your rent and stuff. And when you drop this baby, why are none of the fathers responsible? Why do none of them stick around? Well, I know why, partially, because I mean, this girl here batshit crazy. I mean, she's sitting there in a whole grimace suit and a child. Let's keep going.
But yeah, I'm trying to have like some new adventures in my life, trying new things that I haven't tried before in my life. I really looking at this as a new chapter, you know. So yeah, I'm currently looking for a place to stay. Me and my son, we have been okay so far. All of my furniture I have in storage, and they gave me a free month. And although I had to pay like the taxes, the fees and stuff like that, but they basically gave me this big storage unit and all my stuff fits in it, and basically it's free for the month. So that's another thing where I feel like I'm so pressed to find somewhere to go, because I feel like, you know, so pressed to have somewhere to go, because after this month going into June, they're gonna charge me like $200 something just to keep my stuff in storage, and I was really trying to avoid that. So I really hope, you know, I get some good news this upcoming week, because honestly, I feel like I've been giving money then versus making money, and like, yo girl, like I just can't keep giving away money. Like, I know it's for something important, but it's like I just feel like I'm giving away like too much, you know.
I have a question. If she cannot pay the 2 something for storage, you just left the house because you could not pay that bill, where are you going to go where you're not going to put out more money than what you're paying for storage? I'm not sure I get it.
me and my son, either way, we're gonna make it do what it do. We are not in no shelter, nothing like that. I definitely don't want to be in no shelter with my child. So give me 1 second, guys.
I did see the video that the new dad posted. That's a whole nother conversation, honey. Malika, it's a mess. It's a whole mess.
Okay, back to what I was saying. So yeah, we're not staying no shelters. I'm not against staying.
She's not staying in no shelters, y'all, but spoiler alert, they were in the shelter. And this is when she also started a GoFundMe with the new baby and Thomas's picture.
I mean, I'm not for staying in no shelter. I don't want to put my son through that. He's older. And same, like, as far as, like, y'all know me when I was new to Atlanta, you know, I was on my hustling and stuff. So, you know, I was, like, staying with people, stuff like that. But I'm not really trying to go that route because y'all know who it is when y'all move in with somebody, they start to act different, they try to kick you out, they think they got something from you, and so they want you to leave now because they don't got, you know, what you gave them, whatever. Like, people, I know how these dudes are, y'all. Not everybody is genuine and have good intentions, so that's what I'm also trying to watch out for, especially my son's older, so like,
not everyone is genuine and has good intentions. But you feel like you should be able to stay with people, and I could just tell you want to run their house. Got it.
I feel very, very, like, protective. I have to be protective over my kids. So I'm just trying to be very, very smart. But at the end of the day, no matter what I'm going through, like, I still want to be able to live life, you know, do anything I plan to do for my baby. I just entered my 3rd trimester, so I'm, like, just so excited. Y'all, I got, like, 2 more months, and I feel like there's so much I want to do. But I can't wait to show y'all more, like, vlogs and stuff of my pregnancy journey. Please support me. I'll drop the link below. Because I find it so crazy how people keep going back to my old OnlyFans video that I have posted on here. And, like, they're just commenting on all this stuff, not even realizing that I still have an OnlyFans. Like, that's just how you know people don't keep up, or they just quit to, like, go to, like, I don't know. That is a very popular video on my YouTube channel, but it's like, I still have OnlyFans. Like, I still have OnlyFans, baby. You know, I just have my times. I may be in my feelings and stuff.
So I have an observation that I want to say. Malika, I 100% agree with you and thought the same thing. I believe that the West Indian mommy and Marissa they're the same person. I think by going by somebody online, she says and does anything she wants to, because online she perceives herself as a celebrity. In some of her videos, the old ones, she states that she had a lot of fans in the porn industry, or corn industry. And those people aren't, I guess, helping her, or I guess they see these videos and they think she's living a lifestyle that she is not. And I did not deliberately see her corn. I actually, when I first saw her on Atlanta Street Interviews, I did, like, Google her name because that was some of the stuff in the comments. And a lot of it popped up, like, on its own. And it was a mess. It was a mess. I had never heard of this person, and I thought it was a mess. So when the interviewer came out and said it was mid, I believed him. It was boring as hell on the Google thing. She needs to just keep her day job.
But I still have OnlyFans, and there's no shame in my game, okay? There's no shame in my game. I don't want making some money. You feel me? So make sure y'all subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'm definitely gonna be coming out with some more dope content. Just bear with me. Just bear with me, y'all. I am pregnant. So I really haven't been pushing that much, even though I do still get like subscribers. But I really, I want to get more into it. I want to bring out the heat, everything. Like, I'm excited. Even with my YouTube channel, like, I can't wait for my YouTube channel grows.
And it's funny that she said this because at this point her channel had no motion. And she frequently posts about the Atlanta Street interview guy after he interviewed her, because this is just in my opinion, he really helped her channel get motion. And she ruins every relationship because she feels the need to go public with stuff that should be private because she wants the attention. But if it's not praising her, worshiping her, asking her for more details, or sending her money, then she's mad. But you say people clout chase on you, but unpopular opinion, I think you clout chased on Marcus. And he's just thirsty and went with it.
And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys who have been watching me, supporting me. I not only get that much likes, but I know that shit will be coming soon if it ain't already. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can say. So yeah, it's pretty much just a life update though, as far as like with the house and stuff. And I moved out, everything went great, and now I'm just on basically a journey to look for a place to stay. I hope everything works out for me because I don't want to start getting stressed out, like where me and my son's gonna stay. I know I'm pregnant and stuff. It's crazy because like it's not like I want to go back home, but it's like I hope Georgia continue to work out for me and everything. I really don't know, but I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated, okay? So make sure y'all stay tuned. And so he just had 2 practices so far, and I got him registered and everything. So now I just have to finish getting like his cleats. I guess you gotta get like the shoulder pads and what else he has to get? He has to get an ID, y'all. I did not know kids that young gets an ID. So I have to get him an ID. And I think there's something else he needs. I think a helmet. The package do come with a lot of stuff. I think like the uniforms. I think these last couple of days I've been feeling like blessed with that, because it has been doing that like slip thing or like that jerking thing sometimes where I have to like turn my car off, turn it back on, because like it will literally prevent me from driving.
Marissa knows how to drive a car in the ground.
So I'm like so glad my car has been doing that. Like I swear, like the last part, like 3 to 4 days. Thank God. I feel like God is like watching over me. But I don't know like I can't really see like my future all like that. Like what's gonna happen for me like next. So I'm just like nervous about like what is my next step, where am I gonna end up, where am I going to live. Cause it's not like when I first, got my one apartment, everything was breezy, So I don't know, y'all. I just don't want to get worried or frustrated. But I'm very excited for my son, y'all. He's some work. My son is some work. I'm not gonna lie. Like being a single mom, but I don't really want to keep him out of football because of his behavior, because he has so much energy and it's just us, and I feel like I'll give him something positive to do, get him out, get him out of my hair, you know what I'm saying? Like, so here I am having another boy. But
and it's so crazy because her complaint about Momo are nowhere near the complaints about Thomas. And it is kind of sad because even then she talks about his behavior. And I don't think that she is giving each individual child the attention and the support that they need. I don't hear really Thomas doing much of anything anymore. And initially, when she got the car, it was so that he could be into sports and activities, yet he is still not able to get into them. I mean, what's the reason now that he can't do something productive to keep himself busy?
Yeah, I sometimes like, get frustrated, because I feel like I'm really the one doing pretty much everything. Like his dad's in his life, but his dad's obviously not really helping, doing anything. All he's doing is just calling, talking to his child, which is cool. But I don't have no like. I feel like other like.
Okay, I find this interesting because you just got him back from his father. He just got back with you, and you already said that at the beginning of this video.
Financial support, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And like I do, like my brother, I have one brother, and he has helped. But that's not really his job. Like, yes, he's my son's uncle, but I feel like these dads gotta step up. And y'all already know my situation about this baby. I do plan on, when this baby comes, I do plan on getting, like the test, the DNA test. I don't know if he's still willing to take it, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I'm not even gonna hit him up or bother him. And if he is, which I believe, I'm very confident, then I would like to put him on child support because this is not fair to me.
Now, listen to her words. I believe, I am very confident. Is there a possibility that that is not his child? Because that's almost what that sounds like. You plan on getting the baby DNA tested. Let me just say that child support does not give him an option to be tested. If he does not acknowledge paternity, then that's the only other option, right? But by your own words right now, it sounds like maybe you are not 100% sure. Huh.
It's just not fair that I have to carry all this on my own. Like, y'all know me, I'm gonna do what I gotta do for my kids regardless. But I still feel like it's just unfair how, like, I'm like doing all of this, like, so I'm just really, really trying. I'm not gonna act like as if I don't talk to nobody. Y'all know me, like, I gotta do what I gotta do, make my money, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm not trying to explain it. It's just me, like as if there's nobody in the picture. But I'm pretty much, it's not like somebody's doing this stuff for me. I'm the one doing it. It's all in my control.
Marissa, you're not the first or the last woman who is the primary caretaker of their child. No one chose your children's fathers for you. You chose them. When you let that man butter your biscuits in the back of that churches, you knew that you and him were not official. Okay? When you let Will bump it up, dump in the back of that shelter and in this new apartment, you knew that there was a possibility with him having 5 other children that you may not get a whole lot of support. Okay? Because there's not a whole lot left to give if he's a manager at Panera. I mean, how much are you expecting? Let's be for real.
Control my hands, what I want to do for my kids, or else my kids will miss out. I just want the best for my babies. I really, really do. And
Marissa, it starts with you working. Get a job.
Sometimes I try to be strong, I really do try to be strong, but I also get frustrated too at the same time. So I'm just gonna try to continue to be positive. My baby boy, he just been moving. So far he's doing good. I finally met my doctor who's gonna be delivering my baby. I do have to intake more iron. They said my iron's like 10 point something, and they would like it to be like 11 point something. So I'm not that far off, and I do have some iron pills. So I will probably take them every other day, being that it's getting closer to, my due date. And just trying to, just keep active, because if I'm not like keep active, I just be usually laying down. But I will give you guys more like of an update of like more of like my baby stuff, like all my baby vlogs coming up. I just wanted to kind of like just give you guys just a life update now.
So this baby has you lazy too, because you're trying to keep active, but you're usually laying down. Okay.
Based off like my living situation, everything. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. I just don't want to leave anything out. And about the home situation, I know I made it seem like, oh, I didn't have to pay rent. No, that's a lie. I was responsible for paying rent. I just basically, they're not evicting me for not paying.
I was responsible for pay rent. I just didn't
pay my rent. That makes sense. So who been living in a house for a couple months without paying rent, and it's not really being held against them. So I really got
who you know. I'm here to tell you. You guys don't know anybody that's living in the house for a couple of months and not paying rent.
As a blessing. Shit, I hope they don't try to put something on my credit or not like that, but no, like I really feel like I even like did an update with them. Like I asked, I was like, is everything okay? Because they knew that was my concern. They said to answer your concerns, and they said something else. They was like, we will not proceed like with the eviction, something like that, how they put it. So that made me feel so good. So I'm not even gonna worry about it no more. Like let me move on. Leave it be. So those are my updates. Let me know if you guys have any questions or can like suggest anything for me and my babies. Let me know. Bye guys.
Y'all, Marissa is batshit fucking crazy. I don't care what nobody says, okay? Sitting there in that rainbow dress, grimace rainbow dress, that headband on that wig, and she's unfazed that she is pregnant and homeless. I don't understand. Baby girl got me speechless. This is a level of trifling that I have not seen in so long. Okay. One of the young ladies from my page came on, and this young lady said a mouthful. Okay. And I want to read what she said because it was given what needed to be gave. There is a level of accountability that clearly is not being taken. Like, you really don't take a lot of things seriously. You can't be, because if you were, I don't know that you would be doing all of this stuff. I just don't know. But this young lady, shout out to her. I think her name is Shanama Jones. And she said, I have I believe she watched the video, and she said, where is it at? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I had it up. She said that there needs to be open dialogue about basically not normalizing these conditions because they are not normal. She said she believed that maybe Marissa is repeating a family pattern or a cycle. Um, and being homeless to her is not bad enough. That even that has happened several times in very close time frames. That her opinion is that if you know everything, that you are unable to learn. And if you don't take accountability, you can't change. If you think that looks and ass will be determining factor in success, you have already lost before you began. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say this: Marissa is not an ugly girl at all. I'm gonna say that right now, because no hating. But Marissa is not fine either to me. She's not a girl that I would see and I'm gonna look at her again. I'm gonna do a little double take on Marissa. No. And that's not me being gay. That's me saying if I see a young lady and she's attractive, then she's attractive, you know? That's I don't have to hate. I mean, I can think you are beautiful. And that's not me hating. It's just me saying, hey, this person is really pretty. So I find it interesting that Miss Marissa seems to think that people have to be jealous of her. When you are cute, but you're not a baddie. You're not. I'm sorry. It's just not, that's not what is given to me. Um, but anyway, I wish everyone all of the best. I really, really, really hope to see you guys soon. I am Allie, and this is According to Allie. And I just want to thank everyone for stopping in. Have a blessed, blessed, blessed evening. And you guys enjoy your weekend. Oh, and happy birthday to Allie. It is my birthday. Happy birthday. Bye, guys.